Welcome to the GIS Urban session, where spatial intelligence meets smarter, more sustainable city planning. Now, let me talk about Indian urban spread or of our platform. We are deployed in 24 development authorities, 4 state town and country planning labs, national level programs like Swachh Bharat Mission, 35 smart cities under Smart City Mission, 100 plus local bodies, SPAs, and IITs have also been deployed on our platform. This is the glimpse of UN's Global Urban Observatory. On the similar lines, MOA came up with an idea of Indian Urban Observatory with an intention of solving spatial challenges which can then be taken up as case studies by smaller ULBs to resolve their problems. UN Habitat additionally added this observatory to good practice list. These are glimpses of Indian Urban Observatory showcasing comparison at national, state, and city level, showcasing water stress, land use land cover, road safety, and net domestic product. This is a smart city monitoring platform where 100 smart cities are getting monitored. Under this mission, our platform is developed where continuous updation of projects is to be done. And if the work in the projects is not getting updated by the consultants within the 90 days, then the funding for that project would stop. The projects are geotagged by using our mobile applications. And simultaneously, the GMIS dashboard, as you see on the slide, helps in monitoring the projects at central government level. Next is Swachh Bharat Mission, where 4,800 ULBs across India have used our mobile applications for tagging their projects and features like landfill sites, sewage treatment plants under the Swachh Bharat Mission. Dashboards that are developed by seamlessly integrating MIS and GIS data to support improved monitoring and evaluation. These are the list of certain municipal corporation customers who are using ISRI platform. This is the development authorities and town planning customers. Now, let me take you to the municipal GIS offerings of ISRI India, under which our first major concern is revenue management for any department. So, the government currently is facing many challenges, under which I would like to talk about for few of them. So, when we talk about limited property tax and coverage and compliance, there is a significant number of properties that are remaining unregistered or underassessed that are resulting in lost revenue opportunities for the municipalities. Inaccurate or outdated land and property records leading to the challenges in inaccurate taxation and identification of revenue generating assets. Unauthorized constructions and encroachments, they are reducing the tax collection potential and keep putting strain on existing municipal services. Additionally, there is also lack of citizen engagement and transparency because of the limited public participation and opaque processes discouragement, compliance fostering distrust, and reducing the overall revenue collection. To address these key challenges, we will be now talking about how GIS platform can help address these challenges to the corporations. So under the property tax, if I talk about, the property tax is a major primary revenue source for any municipality, and because they do the taxation for residential, commercial, and industrial properties. So example, if a GIS based property mapping will help them in property tax collection by identifying those unregistered properties which have not been tabbed, and also it will ensure the compliance. Second is the revenue from the municipal assets. So municipalities generate revenue by leasing or renting some assets like land, parking, building plots. So those can be addressed by any estate department of corporation who can create a GIS system to track all the leased out vacant land parcels to private entities for commercial use, significantly boosting the income of the department. Next is the revenue from services. So there is a fees that we pay for services like water supply, waste management, and transportation. Once those fees can be addressed on this platform, a vital component of municipal revenue can be solved. Next is revenue from advertisements. Municipalities earn revenue by allowing the advertisements on spaces like billboards, bus stops, and street furniture. Now, there are other municipal GIS offerings of ISRI India. First is project management. So, project management, as I previously covered on the slides while talking about the national level programs. Second is citizen delivery services. So, under this, these are the approaches wherein the citizens can be involved. So, let me quickly talk about few of them. So, when I talk about online development plans, citizens can view and interact these development plans for greater transparency. GIS can integrate the system of streamlined building and business permission workflow for citizens. There are location-based check that can be automated on online requests for water, power, and sewerage connections. Also, there could be a grievance redressal where spatial mapping of complaints coming from the citizens can be a response to the quick civic issues. Crowdsourcing apps allow the citizens to report grievances like garbage dumping or encroachment with precise location tag. WhatsApp chatbot, location aware chatbots deliver instant citizen services and updates. Last is the program monitoring, where national programs like Smart Cities, Amrut, SVM, PMY, and all are efficiently tracked and implemented using the ArcGIS Enterprise platform. Now, let me show you some use cases, amongst which the first one is BMC use case. Here, under BMC, which is Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation, we have conducted a integrated project mapping and monitoring. I would like to give you some highlights how the platform has benefited the organization in terms of easing the project monitoring, getting the area-wise project information, covering the ongoing and under DLP projects, real-time information, especially in regards to the payment release, which is a very important aspect. Next, under construction and project management, they can also utilize this. And the last is the maintenance activity. These are some screenshots of mobile applications used for tagging the projects in BMC. So using our mobile application, the projects under BMC have been geotagged. And after geotagging these projects, we come up with a integrated dashboard where all the projects have been mapped and monitored. So this is one such example of a sewerage operation dashboard wherein the data can be filtered ward wise and details like count of manholes, length of sewer lines, etc. can be filtered and seen in the indicators on the right hand side. On the left hand side, you see the graphs that depicts ward wise total number of manholes, length of sewer lines, year wise for maintenance activity. Next is the dashboard that provides a comprehensive real-time overview of municipal projects using GIS-based mapping and analytics. Additionally, it classifies the projects revenue-wise, helping the executives to prioritize high revenue projects. This is a dashboard of dilapidated buildings wherein the structures that have been deteriorated significantly due to negligence, age, lack of maintenance, rendering them unsafe or unsuitable for occupancy or usage. This dashboard can help the authority to make a decision about that building and come up with some project that can serve people and in turn also increase the revenue for the department. This is a PAP dashboard, that is Project Affected Persons Dashboard, which means that the individuals, families, or the communities who are adversely impacted by the projects have been shifted to some other location. So, under this dashboard, the department can know the number of people who have been affected, allot them the accommodation for those affected people, and track those people who have not yet received any kind of alternate accommodation. Next is asset registry dashboard. So under this dashboard, this has been made by the estate department, wherein they have tracked all the information of their assets by tagging them and in turn knowing which assets are available or booked. The asset registry dashboard provides a consolidated view of all the estate related assets across the city. It displays the key matrices such as total number of projects, tenements available, booked, allotted, and reserved offline, helping department to track the asset utilization effectively. Next is the hoarding data collection app screenshot, where the survey form has been utilized for collecting the data of all the hoardings, and the projects of those hoardings have been geotagged. These geotagged hoarding information, relevant information, then gets into a dashboard where the department can monitor how many hoardings are legal or illegal, which hoardings are out of lease or in lease. And this information has in turn helped the department to track the status of hoardings and in turn boost the ROI of the department. Next use case is BMC DP remarks. So DP remarks is basically providing accurate GIS-based development plan remark for any land parcel by integrating zoning, reservations, road proposal, heritage layers, etc. for citizen services. So this is the above picture we see is the traditional method which the department used to follow, wherein the citizen is going to visit the department for acquiring the relevant documents of the plot. After the request is processed, the user needs to pay challan, for which the department hands over the document to the user. This workflow has now been automated on our platform, where the citizens can pay challan online and receive those documents. Now let me quickly show you the demo of DP remarks. So the user will first register and log in into the portal. Next, the user can get into the report tab, under which he will select final plot information, select the ward number, yes, then the TP schemes and the final plot number. Once the user is confirming the information for the selected plot, further the consumer details can be addressed and a challan can be created. This is the details of the challan for the specific plot that the user is addressing. And you can see all the details related to that plot, like list of FP number, ward number, cost of the FP, and total fee that the user needs to pay. And then the payment gateway is also embedded where the payment can be done. Next use case is Municipal Corporation of Delhi. This is the portal for Municipal Corporation of Delhi, GIS portal for them. So the first dashboard that I'm showing you is on the property tax registration. So on the right hand side, you can see how much amount of the property tax is getting collected. And this information can be then filtered zone wise and ward wise. Additionally, you can also filter this information depending on the date selection, whether you want to do it annually, quarterly, weekly, or you can also put your custom dates. On similar lines, this is a dashboard that will show you how many registrations for those property tax have been done. And this is final comparative view for property tax registration amount and the registrations that have been done till now. Next is the tax comparison analysis dashboard, wherein the amount for property tax that is collected simultaneously, it will also give you information to those properties which have been acquiring licenses from the department. So license information will also get tabbed under this dashboard. Next is the birth and death registration. So this dashboard is about the birth registration information for those similar zones and wards. This is the death registration information, and this is a comparative view for both of them. Next is the Swachhata Karamchari attendance analysis dashboard. So in this, basically, the department can track the total number of employees who are registered under this program and how many are present each day in different wards and zones. Those can also be tabbed, and required precautions and executions can be done depending on how many people are available. So next is the BMC ID using search tool. So this is basically my BMC ID platform, which is a one-stop solution for assessing a wide range of municipal services. It simplifies processes such as tax payments, service requests, and complaints. So user can search the buildings by either entering the building name in the search bar, SAC number, navigate to the familiar location, or use the mobile device. Once the user selects on desired building, a window showing details like ID, floor number, and unit number, where the user can select the desired floors and units. Tabs of various departments like assessment details, water, shops, license, health, fire, they have all been embedded into a single window. Once the user clicks on one of them, all the information related to that building will be showcased. in the bidding will be showcased. Also, the other tabs for payment and raising complaints have been added to the platform for easy access to citizens. Next is a town planning and valuation department application. This is an approval process system for TPVD with a purpose to modify or amend existing DP to accommodate new requirements. So under this, we have three approvals: initiator, approver 1, approver 2, and a status monitoring dashboard. Once the initiator gets into his application, he needs to select the district, development scheme, and the parcel number. Once the parcel number is selected, and the user needs to click on that parcel to get the information linked into the survey form. The survey form is additionally embedded into the dashboard. It has been pre-filled with the existing details already, and only the survey form can also be changed into different languages depending upon the regional projects. So once the information that is already filled will be seen, later to which the initiator can fill the required information, like what proposal of the change in land use do they want, the request date, remarks. Also, the user can upload files in form of SAT-12 documents, and such documents can also be uploaded, can click photographs, add signatures and files. Once the approver 1 is submitting this information, it will go on to approver 2. Approver 2 needs to refresh the dashboard to see the information, relevant information coming into the dashboard. So once you refresh the dashboard, you see here information in green and red. So basically the new requirement is coming into green, and those requirements which have already come 5 days before have been highlighted in red. So that is another capability where the approver can address those requests on priority basis. Then approver 1 will also go down and see what changes are needed to be done. Additionally, he can also click on approver whether he wants to approve or reject the requirement and put in the remarks for it. Once he submits the requirement into this, then we move on to approver 2. Once the approver 2 refreshes the dashboard, he is able to see the request that has come in from approver 1. So again, the same process, the survey form is pre-filled, and approver 2 will be able to either approve or reject. So he rejects this whole record for now and calculates the date, remarks. Yeah. So once that is done, this goes back to approver 1 dashboard. You need to refresh and you will see that the approver 1 has received the rejected request. So as and when we move forward, you'll be able to see, he can see that the approver 2 has given remarks that it is not possible to amend this change. And this is how the whole approval flow can be created. This is for 3 users. Here for this department, we have created it for more than 8 users. Last is the status monitoring dashboard. Here we can monitor how many approvers have approved the request and how many requests have got rejected and by which approver it has been conducted. Now, next is the 3D side of ArcGIS platform. Till now, we saw all the demos that were on 2D platform. So now let's explore how 3D unlocks a new dimension of urban understanding. This is the first application that I want to talk about. So before I begin this, I want to tell you that this is a conceptual story, which is an example that will help you to understand how the 3D aspect of our products can help you build into your projects. So this 3D can also be a part of a redevelopment plan. It could be a part of your digital twin project, and etc. So currently the example that I'm showing is about a redevelopment plan. So let's quickly see this now. So this is about ArcGIS Urban platform. Now, let us talk about redevelopment. So with the cities which are facing rise in congestion, there is urgent need to redevelop the urban areas. So there were traditional methods used like paper drawings and hard copy maps, which are often insufficient for effective decision making. To address this, we have introduced a powerful web capability to create a dynamic planning app for urban planners to plan, validate, replan, and in turn turn their ideas into interactive 3D map-based environment. ArcGIS Urban allows users to model and evaluate development scenarios while supporting collaboration and integrating key environmental factors for smarter and sustainable decisions. For this, in ArcGIS Pro, I have created a 2D scenario of a master plan, but this is not sufficient for any decision making. Hence, in ArcGIS Urban, I've created three scenarios. The first scenario is talking about low-rise building in the inner periphery and high-rise building in the outer periphery. This shows a reduced central congestion. Additionally, we can also see there are matrices that are linked to each of the scenarios. This is best suited for heritage city and central preservation kind of projects. This is a second scenario that has high-rise buildings in the inner periphery and low-rise in the outer periphery. This has potential for urban heat island. Now the third is stepwise development scenario in which we have inner core low-rise and outer periphery high-rise building. On the right-hand side, you see the various matrices linked to it. So in that, the parking available has exceeded the parking requirement. This analysis makes this scenario best for master planning. Also, a very challenging aspect of urban planning, that is parking, has also underground parking that has also been addressed on ArcGIS Urban platform. You can view, edit, change the number of parking lots into this platform for creating a better scenario. So you can see how easy it is to edit any parcel information and change the number of floors. Next is a scenario where I have created a watchtower, which is a part of a proposal program. So this watchtower will help you know the inbuilt analysis that are available in ArcGIS Urban. So the first analysis is line of sight analysis. In this, you see if an observer is standing at the watchtower and is trying to see the various areas of the city. So those areas which are highlighted in green are the areas visible to the observer, and those which are highlighted in red are not visible. This can be taken up as a part of a plan where you want to create an emergency response system. So additionally, in this line of sight, there is one more example that I've created. So if you see here, in this line of sight, a observer is standing in the stadium and is trying to look at the watchtower. So how the height of stadium is creating a barrier in his observance. So at that time, certain portion after the stadium is in red, because of which the observer is not able to see the watchtower. So how the height of building is going to impact the view is something we'll see now. So let's edit the height of the stadium. Again, you can see how quick it is to edit the parcels on ArcGIS Urban. Once you edit the floor height and you reapply the changes, you will be quickly able to see how our analysis have been impacted. You see it has converted into green. Next is about shadow cast analysis. So shadow cast analysis are basically supporting the informed decision by revealing how proposed buildings affect our line of sight. Just a minute. Yeah. So So under shadow cast, you can see there are three visualization techniques. So under areas above threshold, we have selected that, and you can change the timer in those sliders. Next is view shed analysis to understand the visibility zones and visual influence of high-rise and heritage structures. So those areas of buildings which are visible to the observer from the watchtower, only those are in green, the rest are all in highlighted in red. Now, next platform that I would like to showcase you is ArcGIS CityEngine. So CityEngine goes beyond the conceptual planning. So in urban, if you see, we can create scenarios, we can analyze those scenarios. But after doing that, if you want to do advanced modeling of your 3D buildings, you can get those models into our CityEngine platform. So it will help you to create 3D model of cities. It empowers the planners, architects, and designers to rapidly generate realistic urban models through procedural modeling. So what is procedural modeling? Let's see that. So this is the interface of CityEngine. Here you can go to File. Under the Import option, you can see what kind of data formats does CityEngine support. So once you can see those, all of them. On the navigator pane, you can see ArcGIS Urban tab. It shows that Urban and CityEngine are seamlessly integrated. Now we need to import the scene that we finalized in ArcGIS Urban. So the third scenario, that was a stepwise development scenario, we can get that on CityEngine platform, and we have to model that scenario for further with further textures and facades. So how will it look? But before that, I want to take you to CGA rules. So CGA rules are nothing but computer generated architecture rules on which CityEngine has been developed. So these rules are procedural scripting language. They help you to define 3D buildings, urban features, how they are generated. They can quickly help you change building heights, facades, or even entire city blocks with just few parameters. Next is using these CGA rules. This is how we have created the model, putting the textures and facades to the model. But at the same time, being an urban planner, I see that there are these high-rise buildings which are not giving enough space for new network that can come up, or any kind of emergency plan you want to create. It will be a problem. So I've decided to redevelop this area all over again. Before that, I want to show you a capability of CityEngine, which is a street designer. So under street designer, if you see, you just need to create a center line. This is a new capability of CityEngine. It has multiple predefined street configurations that are ready to use in your urban design as a starting point to create your own configuration. You can quickly change the number of lanes. You can add aesthetics to your lanes. You can add number of trees and street lights, etc. Once with the use of this CGA rules and street designer, let me show you how I have developed my new area. So you see here, we'll zoom into the new area and we'll see how it has come up. Now, in regards to this new redeveloped area, I want to talk about the mobility and transportation aspects. So here the new road hierarchy has ensured a smoother traffic circulation to support cycling and walking. Then there are wider sidewalks, barrier-free crossings, improved street connectivities that enhance walking and access to public amenities. Then there can be redesigning of intersection junctions, transit corridors that can help prepare the area for future integrated public transport, reducing dependency on private vehicles. Once your model is created, with the help of this capability of creating a side-by-side scenario into CityEngine, you can open both the scenarios to have a comparative view and understand how the modeling has taken place. They both are interlinked. So the moment you zoom in and zoom out one of them, the other will be taken to the same location. And once you have completed the whole process in CityEngine, this whole model can be taken up further into ArcGIS Urban platform for further visualization. So here you see in ArcGIS Urban platform, we have taken up the complete CityEngine model for further visualization and analysis. So here I would like to conclude about urban and CityEngine, that the bi-directional workflow that we saw currently in both the demos, they ensure the conceptual planning and detailed design, they remain connected because the data is getting connected. It helps in eliminating the data silos and support true redevelopment. Now, next demo that we talk about is on GeoBIM application. So after you finalize your model in CityEngine, or if you want to get a new model into your redevelopment plan, how GeoBIM application can support us. So let's have a look at it. So under GeoBIM application, once you click on that application, we add a BIM model into our GeoBIM application platform. Here, as you see, as we click on the BIM model, we are basically trying to create a live connection between Autodesk Construction Cloud and the GeoBIM application. Once your live connection is built and your files have been linked into the application, you'll be able to see those on your left-hand side. You click on the play button and you're able to see the details of the Revit files in the Autodesk Construction Cloud. You want to see the detail of each element, click on the property tab and you can see the details for each one of them. Additionally, you can create issues for this BIM model. So if you have any kind of issue related to the model, you can address those here, and those automatically gets updated into the dashboard on your left. So this dashboard is embedded into the GeoBIM application, and the issues that have been created, also the details can be seen into the pop-up. In Autodesk Construction Cloud, also these issues are getting updated. So you can also change the details like status or description into the ACC environment. So this is a seamless integration of GeoBIM application and Autodesk Construction Cloud on ArcGIS platform. Next is the indoor application. So before I start this, I want to say that the same BIM model that I showcased you in the GeoBIM application has been considered here in the indoor application. So this is a view of indoor application, under which this is a 3D view of indoor application. Under layers, you need to switch off facades and facility. So you're able to see the details of that indoor model. Once you see all the details, you are able to see that there are various floor plans already available on the right hand side. Once you click on all, you are able to see each floor plan. So on the bottom, you see here are commercial assets, and on the top, there are residential assets already placed. There are assets on the rooftop. So this building was named as Horizon Tower, which is a mixed land use building. So in addition to this, there is another building, we call it as Nandi Height, which is a residential tower. We again will click on the floor levels to see the information of Nandi Heights floor plan. So this is how you can see the details of the building. Now we do the network routing for both the buildings. So consider I'm a maintenance inspector who wants to do a maintenance activity from mid-landing level of Nandi Heights, going down to Nandi Heights, and then considering two more inspections, one at commercial and one at residential in the Horizon Tower. So I'm adding in the direction input for both the buildings. The outdoor network routing is something you can see highlighted in blue. We can even zoom each location and see how the information is getting floated. So the maintenance inspector is coming down to the commercial property in the Horizon Tower, and now he's going up to the residential tower for next inspection here. But the view of that routing is not that clear. So you can even change the view of the model and have a better view and understand where the inspector will finally land. So this is a complete workflow where the indoors can help you know the outdoor and indoor network routing. Additionally, we also can view this complete model, indoor model, into 2D. So in 2D, we can visualize the floor plans and see how various sections of the drawings are assigned to different amenities. So here I would like to show, this is for Horizon Tower, and then on similar lines we have for Nandi Heights. So we summarize using indoors that we can create a detailed building interior using BIM and CAD drawings, and we can visualize these facilities who can support both in 2D and 3D. This is the demo of a GMDA site. So basically here what happens is this is a website that GMDA has created, One Map Gurugram. So this website is basically utilizing the ArcGIS platform for integrated and most detailed GIS map of Gurugram city for citizens, businesses, and government departments. One map links for Faridabad Metropolitan Development Authority, Municipal Corporation of Manesar, and Portal of Administrative Boundaries for citizen have also been linked on this site. So this one map site is basically going to help us to understand that from your organization perspective, the 2D aspects that I showcased and the 3D aspects that I showcased, all these applications can come down to one hub site where the department can track the work related activities, application related activities, monitoring of any compliances or any kind of projects that they are working on. Those can be taken up on this website. So what the hub site, this concept of hub site is going to help the department for. So hub site will have benefits like centralized citizen engagement platform, improve transparency amongst the departments. It can help faster decision making, collaboration among the departments, efficient delivery, public participation, and this platform is scalable for any kind of program. So you see how these various departments have updated their layers here. So this is how the layer information can be seen for each of the department. This is for planning department that they have created. On similar lines, they have various applications, dashboards that are embedded into the platform. Because they have not worked on 3D, there are no 3D applications, but we can also embed our 3D applications into this. So this is a complete workflow starting from 2D, 3D, and how all the applications can be built on the hub site. Next is the project approach that I would like to talk about. So till now, whatever we have seen, I have tried covering most of the departments, the kind of work that we do using GIS and in urban domain. So these are the various departments that I have filtered who can use the GIS platform for what different activities. Like for example, if I talk about citizen interface, you can have web-enabled GIS systems, grievance management. You can use it for new development plans, as I mentioned. There could be various design related, land management related work activities like encroachment, change detection. Those can also be taken up on this platform. And these are some benefits that I have listed for GIS. Like you can have a standardization process where there is no duplicacy of the data happening. There could be collaboration within the department. So departments are not working in silos, because of which this is also going to help to reduce the revenue of the department. So if road department and sewerage department both are going to work on the same alignment but at a different time, so ultimately they are investing 2 times the amount that they could have done it in one shot. So that is a kind of collaboration that this platform can help you build. There will be transparency, especially within the department, and you can prioritize your projects. And the rest of them I already spoke about, like integration, governance, and various workflows. These are certain departmental needs that I have mapped. Like for example, in under development plan, what kind of data or what kind of things could be considered doing on this platform. And these are the various people whom I have addressed, whom we are catering to depending on the application. So citizens will have a different portal, but at the same time city executives will track those things into dashboards. There are surveyors who are on site, they will use mobile application, but at the same time there are city managers who can see the details into the various applications that are created for analysis. So this is a complete workflow starting from the national platform to 2D, coming down to 3D, coming down to a hub site, and how this approach of GIS can help all the organizations reduce their load, have transparency for revenue, and create a better platform for citizens. With this, I would like to conclude. Thank you for your time.